Welcome back to WIS News Primetime, setting families up for equal success with proper support and guidance. That's what Family Connection SC sets out to do year-round, but especially as we near the end of the year. The organization's end-of-year Giving Education Resources campaign works to offer parents the necessary services related to education. So take a quick look.
Going through the IEP process for a child who's both developmentally disabled and medically complex can be extremely daunting. It feels a bit like everyone else knows what they're doing and you're constantly playing catch up. After a very difficult experience last year with my daughter's first school, this year we turned to Family Connection for their assistance with our IEP, and I'm so glad that I did. With their help, we were able to craft an IEP that helps Ana Sofia succeed in the classroom and keeps her safe and well cared for. I feel so much more confident about interacting with the school and advocating for my daughter with the assistance of Family Connection.
And Ana Sofia's mother, Tessa Gonzalez, who we were just introduced to, joins us in the studio, and the CEO of Family Connection SC, Amy Holbert. Thank you all so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us tonight.
Yes, and I mean, we got a little bit of y'all's story, but I mean, I don't have children, but I've heard about the IEP process and how difficult it was. So this was obviously just a huge game changer for you and your daughter.
Yes, absolutely. It was. It's so difficult as a parent walking in and just it's a completely different world. It's something that most of us have no experience with, and it's just like it's very daunting.
Absolutely, and that was one thing looking at y'all's website, a whole page on knowing your rights as parents and how to advocate for their children. So, I mean, why is that so important to you all, and what do you want people to know about your organization?
Thank you. Well, Family Connection, we have been around for over 30 years now, and a majority of our work is really focused on helping the family navigate the special education system. It's complicated, it's hard to understand, the language around it is different, and so being able to call somebody, be assigned with one of our family education specialists to help that parent understand what to ask for, who to speak to, and then to provide that support if they need somebody to go to an IEP meeting or another school meeting with them. When you have an IEP meeting, there are all these people and you, the professionals around a table talking, with you about your child. And that's what can be extremely daunting.
And I mean, we talked a little bit about this in the video, but what kind of difference has it made for Ana Sofia with school and things like that?
I think for us, two things. One, as a parent, it made a huge difference for me, again, having an advocate on my side. When you walk into an IEP meeting, it's one or two family or members or caregivers, and then 8, 10, 12 school professionals. And so to have someone there for me to back me up, to remind me that I'm the expert on my child is just invaluable. For Ana Sofia, it helped us to really make sure that not only was the school taking into account her educational needs, which of course is important, but also that her health, safety, all of those needs were also being taken into account, because as a medically complex child, we can't separate that out from her educational experience. So making sure we had all of that together was critical.
Yeah, absolutely. And what are some other, for people, like you said, you guys have been around for a long time,
right,
but what other services for people who might not be familiar do you all offer?
Right. So we offer several different peer support services, and what makes Family Connection different is that we are parents ourselves. So I am a social worker by training, but I have navigated the healthcare and the special education system for my own 2 sons. And so we're able to identify, and because we have that shared lived experience. But we offer we help you navigate the healthcare, special education system, as well as providing workshops and trainings year round. And we'll also go and do outreach and have community events for families. And so we wouldn't be able to do that without having these wonderful parents as well. They reach out to us and then come back and also help to participate in some of our support
support parent volunteer programs as well.
Oh, that's amazing. And we had some awesome pictures of you guys up there also. But what do you want people to know about the campaign? Because it ends December 31st. So how can people get involved? How can they help?
Well, first of all, please, you can go to our website. I believe you'll have that information available for everybody. All of our services are at no cost to families right now, as long as we can continue to receive the funding and the donations that are required to do that. And so otherwise, the services and the support we provide, there'd be families that wouldn't be able to access the support.
Absolutely. And is there anything else that you want to add about how impactful this has been for your family and your daughter?
I'm just so grateful to Family Connection for helping us. I felt so lost after our first experience. It's just demoralizing to feel like you don't know how to help your kid and where to go from there. Right. So knowing that, you know, we didn't have any option, we had to try again. To have someone who was there for me and for my daughter to make sure that we were able to keep her happy and healthy and safe was amazing. So it was wonderful.
Well, thank you all so much both for coming in and
you.
for everything that you do for the community. And we'll, of course, like we said, have all that information on our website. So there you go. There it is again, www.familyconnectionssc.org. Click the Education Resources Campaign tab. That is where you can donate, but also find a ton of very helpful information. So again, we'll have this on our website, wistv.com as well. Again, thank you all for coming in.
Thank you so much.
And we're going to send it to Eric now for our First Alert forecast.